Hey everyone, it's Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at the market, seeing a 3.27% increase well within this last 24-hour period, seeing a very nice recovery across Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so many others. Bitcoin actually up 3.5% in the last 24 hours. We have Ethereum up 4.14%, BNB up over 5% in the last 24 hours, Solana over 7%, Avalanche almost to 9%, Uniswap 5%, and so many more. So what's going on across the market and what can we continue to expect? Before we jump into the top 5 cryptocurrencies you should be taking a look at during this slight recovery in the last 24 hours, I really want to mention the first mover America's Bitcoin at 20.1K as crypto lender Voyager files for bankruptcy. So Voyager's been a very big crypto exchange that a lot of us have used in the past. Well, Voyager is having a rough time at it as we see, like I said, Voyager filing for bankruptcy. We're also seeing, I believe they put a stop on some of the transfers on the Voyager app as well. A lot of crazy stuff going on, and I would suggest looking deeper into this if you kind of use Voyager with a lot of your money. And they are starting to see problems with this across a lot of crypto exchanges. Another reason to get your money off of those crypto exchanges and into hard wallets, to get them into wallets that are very safe, where you can have the say and kind of have that idea of when you can move your money. You can basically move your money without problems, and that's something that exchanges have been kind of starting to stop, which is definitely not good for the typical crypto investor. But we have billions in Bitcoin trapped on lending platforms like Celsius, and they may turn into a tax write-off for investors. So this is only really positive for some very high level investors that really don't care too much. They're going to be using these as tax write-offs so that they can take advantage of at least this worst case scenario of Celsius making it basically impossible to get their Bitcoin out. So crypto lending platforms like Celsius, Anchor, and Voyager Digital rose to prominence for offering sky-high returns of up to 20% annually on customer deposits. Much of that crypto cash is now trapped as plunging token prices force platforms to temporarily suspend or limit withdrawals. So we are seeing a lot of people kind of, worried about this situation, like they should be. Exchanges, like I said, just never a great idea to keep too much money on, as these things can tend to happen when they're giving out such high returns. And I've mentioned that many times on the channel before today. As we jump back over to the coin market cap, actually is what we're going to be using today. We can see the trending being Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Shiba Inu. I want to jump through the top 5 coins that really have had a decent recovery, but realistically are going to have much higher recoveries as we see a bull market well within the next year or two, or maybe even 3 years. We don't know exactly, when that bull market's going to come. However, a lot of people expecting very high returns, and people are expecting even lower dips than where we're currently at. And I think Polkadot is one of those coins that make a lot of sense, as we've seen this price much higher. If we take a look at the all-time high, $53.88, now seeing $6.88. It's a network that has so many things going for it long term. It's an obvious choice in my opinion. That's going to be coin number 1. I want to jump through and look at coin number 2, and you guys already know this one, so I'm going to go straight to it. It's Chainlink. I've talked about Chainlink on this channel so many times before, and I'll continue to talk about it so many times in the near future. So if you guys are Chainlink fans, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on. But I do believe Chainlink is going to continue to show a lot of light in the direction of what oracles can do for the cryptoverse, and why Chainlink is going to continue to build so many great partnerships that helps out the rest of the space. So you can see here, we actually had a very nice all-time high climb up past $52. Now seeing $6.23, a market cap below $3 billion. Chainlink's an obvious. We have Chainlink staking and CCIP coming as well. Do remember though, guys, before you invest in Polkadot or Chainlink or any of the other 3 that we're about to talk about, make sure to do your own research, as I'm not a financial advisor, and there's always more research to be done to understand kind of what that coin's about. If it's something you believe in, definitely check it out for yourself. Let's go back, though, to CoinMarketCap's main page. We have 3 more coins we're going to take a look at. I am going to jump into some smaller cap coins as well, so keep an eye for those. But the number 3 coin that I really do like at this current time, and I think it's going to have a huge run-up, was Cosmos in the last video. I'm not going to use it again because we, by the way, have a 23% increase in the last week, so it's great to see that. But Cosmos was one that I really did like. I still like it at this price point. Think it could still have potential, but it's not going to be used today specifically because we had a 24% increase in the last 7 days. So there's already been kind of a small run up. I think long term we're going to see much higher run-ups, but Cosmos is a nice one. But number 3, if we continue to scroll down, Vechain is at 2 cents. Crazy to see Vechain at 2 cents. We saw it much, much lower, actually, if we look at the last 3 months. You can see we've dipped down below this 0.022, and we actually moved into 0.021 really ranges. But right now, you can see a 0.02313. It's a very, very low price point. We look at the all-time. We could see that we had an all-time high of around 25, or I think it was actually up to about 28 cents. So crazy to see this price right now, and I think we are going to see much, much more people excited and involved in Vechain in the next bull run. At $1.6 billion in market cap, it's a very, very low market cap coin, in my opinion, when it comes to what this project is actually doing for the long term or longevity of so many companies in the world. I want to go to CoinMarketCap one more time and type in a specific coin. If we go to the top, we're actually going to be able to type it in. It's Ultra, right? So one thing you haven't seen recently is play to earn games. You haven't seen many of them. Not many people are trying to make those games at the moment. That you're going to really kind of start to see, bad games die out, and you're going to start to actually find that there is still some quality games out there. They're just not really, being seen or really being, or I guess the big thing to note here is they're not having that kind of advertising or marketing layer that really pushes them farther. And I think Ultra is going to help very, very heavily get some of these games into a market that just needs some help, kind of pushing the actual game itself. So right now we can see an $83 million market cap in Ultra. I think this one's going to be a long-term gem. It's the exact same thing as Steam for PC games, but really it's for play to earn games and crypto gaming. Ultra is doing a lot of things right, and I think they, with how well they support their developers, we've talked about this before on the channel as well. This is a coin that could easily 3, 4, 5, or even 10x well within the next year to 3. Like I said, 1 to 3 years is kind of that exciting time to where we could potentially see the next bull run. It does have an 8.6% increase or recovery in the last 24 hours. So if you want to wait for another dip, I'm sure there'll be more of them, and take advantage as well on that dip. And like I said, Ultra looking really, really solid. I want to jump though into the last coin. So coin number 5, this one's going to go back to a little bit higher of a market cap coin. And this is a coin that a lot of people were suggesting $80 by the end. I think it was actually, I think they were even going over $80 for kind of their price predictions for the end of this bull run. We didn't hit anywhere close to that, and we're at $1.20 now. If we look here, we can see, I believe the all-time high, we see $13 there at the very least, but we actually saw even higher, $14, $15, $16 potentially before Theta 3.0 came out. And I think, as we continue to see Theta Network struggle price-wise, they're still building very, very heavily in the background. And at $1.2 billion in market cap, there's tons of room really for higher levels and higher potential in this network. They have a lot of things going for them. Theta drops, Theta.tv, and so much building is going on, like I said, in the background of Theta token itself. I think there's going to be a reason to invest at this $1.20, as I see potential for, like I said, a $40 to $50 price point in the near future. And when I say near future, guys, like I said, 1 to 3 years, 1 to 5 years, that next bull run is going to be very important for a lot of these coins to actually see that monumentous growth, I guess is what I'm going for. But thank you guys again for tuning in. A lot of coins to look into today. A lot of great things going on in the market when it comes to recoveries. However, when it comes to the actual news itself, not great to see Voyager kind of join Celsius and many others. And then also, like I said, tax write-offs. I'm sure a lot of high dollar investors will be taking advantage of those tax write-offs. So some interesting stuff today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on. I'll see you guys all in the next one.